Hi, my name is Shanicia and welcome to my channel. Remember when I told you guys I was going away for an entire month? Well, I'm here. Where I am is at my 3+ acre property. Lately, I've been having this urge to kind of get out of the city area and just to be more in the country. A few years ago, we attempted to come here to live, and we had started a chicken coop, but we never really finished it. We just didn't come anymore. We just changed our minds. But we really want to develop this property. But the way that we want to go about it is that we want to do it debt-free. Editor Janicia here. I just want to say that going debt-free is going to be slow. Why? Because we're average American people. We don't have a ton of money just lying around to start a homestead. I've seen my parents, they actually built their home themselves and debt-free, and it's doable. Yes, it was a different time when gas prices was way cheaper, but hey, here we are. We're just going to just keep it going. And as long as we have the willpower, we know that we will do something simple, something that our family can live in and be happy, and my children can grow up in, and we will have self-sufficiency. And that is a goal. By the way, this video was recorded into 2 different parts, and then I'm adding a 3rd part now, but 2 different parts, and that's because the wind was so high on the first day that I had to re-record some parts because I wanted the audio to be really good so you guys can understand what I am saying. All right, back to the video. So the photographer is here.
What up?
He came to visit for the weekend, so he's here just taking pictures of... What are you taking pictures of?
Just evidence.
Evidence of what?
You never know.
Never know about what?
Stuff happens.
What happens?
Stuff.
You're so silly. So where you see those T-posts over there, it's probably really hard to see. Daniel and I was talking about we should put our home over there. I agree, because I don't want to put the property too far back that I have to do everything in my front yard. For me, I don't want my garden to be like a mile away or, you know, things like that. I want everything to be close in proximity so that as I get older as well, I will be able to access my garden a lot easier. Some of the initial video was corrupted, so I had to re-record this video. I do want to set up my land in a beautiful way that works together with me, animals, and my garden. I do have someone coming to take all the stuff down and to make it flat so I can see what I'm working with. Property ends somewhere over there where my girls are playing. A few years ago over here, there was actually a beehive that my dad saw in this tree, this old tree. Lightning hit it and it split open. See, the other half is up there. And this is what is left. I tried to search inside to see if I could find any combs. I did find some recently, but that was it. And the bees are all gone. It seems to me that the bees probably were here, but they only came for a short time because there's not that much evidence. But I would have to probably crack open the tree to see what else I could find. But they're gone. They're long gone. It would have been really nice to have bees. That's something that I would love to do here also in the future. I would love to have some bees. Like, I really, really want bees. So on the property are a lot of tiny pine trees, and my husband hates pine trees. I don't mind keeping a few, but he has a problem. He wants them all gone, like now. There's nothing wrong with pine trees. They have a place.
They grow so fast. Look at this tree. When we came here, this tree was here, about the same size. This tree in front of it was not here, and it's almost the same size as the tree.
That is true.
I don't like pine trees. They just, you gotta get a handle on them. They're like insects, like ladybugs.
The outskirts are all of these pine trees that I think that they're grown kind of cool. Like, I would leave these here in a way. Kind of like it now that I'm walking here. It's actually not bad just having pine trees. And there are smaller pine trees that's just growing here on the outskirts. And then inside, we don't have as much trees. We could cut down these smaller ones. It's going to be a little bit challenging. Well, I shouldn't say challenging, but I will have to adjust to learning to garden here. I'm coming from a zone 8A, which is relatively mild to zone 7A, I believe this is. And it's a bit colder here. It's a little bit different and it's windier. There's nothing like starting over, right? Another thing that I do love about my land is that it's flat or mostly flat. There's no, it is a slight slope, but nothing significant. And I love that because you guys know my property right now, my house, where my house is on a hill. And that is like, it drives me crazy. But I love the fact that here, I don't have that. But one of the first things I would like to do is to plant fruit trees here. Lots of fruit trees in general, and lots of trees and plants and perennials. And then, of course, our garden because I want to grow all my food. Well, I wouldn't say all, but how much percent you think at first?
100%.
100%? We can't do 100%, babe.
Let's go full tropical thunder.
Full tropical. Okay, so he said 100%. I said a realistic 75% at first. And then we'll probably get to about 95%. 2 years ago, we also bought a fixer-upper RV. We said that we were going to fix it up and stay in it, while we come to the property. My parents are actually right next door, but sometimes we might not want to stay with them or whatever the case may be. So we thought to do that, but we haven't had a chance to come here like that to fix up the RV or to do anything. Hopefully one day we'll be able to. I feel ashamed that I haven't started on my homestead as of yet, but it's never too late to start. If you already have a homestead, where have you started with your homestead? Please give me some advice.
But from right here
Uh-huh.
to that stick in the ground over there.
Okay.
So it's right here like this. That's
It's over here.
barn right here. Right, that will be moved over here too. By the pole barn. And then the garden is gonna go from like basically right here